Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Well, guys, the Arkansas head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see how they react. The Razorbacks offense will go to work first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball because at any...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Duggan. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Cougars offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Didn't didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He stopped right there, and oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Pierce. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Duggan. Got the first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man, he's got 45 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Snap on first down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Almost picked off.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Blade. Lots of room to run. Into plus territory, they stop him at the... And now this offense can really attack. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Right side, it's played. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws quickly.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's got the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the house. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Duggan. Here's a little room there. He's past the marker. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his man. It's Pierce. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking for room. It's Duggan. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Duggan. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another. And right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington State.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go drive the field and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Got his man out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first. He's taking the shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 16 team, the Missouri Tigers.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Hogs head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's loose on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington State. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking for a crease. He's got enough. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They've been running it, but now the pass. Out wide left, it's Pierce. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his... And he bumps it up inside the 20. And they're able to dive on that football and get it back. That would have been a disaster to cough it up immediately after a score. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Got it, looking for the first down. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to make one miss. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Got enough space. Hunt down Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down to the air. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Push ahead on the sneak. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Tough run here. It's Duggan. There's a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Arkansas! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Under pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Trying to establish the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Piles his way ahead. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They'll run the counter. Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. 2nd and long here. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Give to the running back. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little